As a word that is probably used more than any other word in psychology. It is the word maladjusted. Maladjusted. I would like to say to you today that there are some things in our society and some things in our world for which I am proud to be maladjusted. And I call upon all men of goodwill to be maladjusted to these things until the good society is realized. Until the good society is realized. The good society is
rising, and it has to keep rising just because you have an excess supply of goods, which is this is all borrowed money that are
that debt is owed by banks in other countries. Still over
not just in Greece, not just in Europe, but across the world every year ahead.
In the form of a
This flat tire is a man.
Give me a filter cigarette that delivers the taste, and I'll eat my hat.
The American way.
Off into space.
45 multiplied.
Are you hot?
To bomb Iran.
U.S. intelligence is going to the terrorist this is good. And America is sponsoring terror attacks in Iran.
no hidden agenda. I am fighting for my future. Losing my future is not like losing an election or a few points on the stock market. Here, you may be business people, organizers, reporters, or politicians, but really, your mothers and fathers, sisters and brothers, and borders and government will never change that. I am only a child, yet I know if all the money spent on war was spent on finding environmental answers, ending poverty, what a wonderful place this earth would be. I'm only a child, yet I know we are all in this together and should act as one single world towards one single goal.
You've got murdered. You still have
prevent all wars. So apparently, none of these things mean anything to you. Or probably you are so deeply conditioned psychologically, one is not aware of it. Unless there is freedom from that conditioning, it won't go on this way.
How would we explain all this to a dispassionate extraterrestrial observer? What account would we give of our stewardship of the planet Earth? We have heard the rationales offered by the superpowers. We know who speaks for the nations. But who speaks for the human species?
Well, I'm recording it.
Who speaks for that?
Pretty.
Fundamental changes in society are sometimes labeled impractical or contrary to human nature, as if there were only one human nature. Shouldn't we consider in every nation major changes in the traditional ways of doing things, a fundamental restructuring of economic, political, social, and religious institutions? From an extraterrestrial perspective, our global civilization is clearly on the edge of failure.
She taught me how to play the game Monopoly. She understood that the name of the game is to acquire. She would accumulate everything she could, and eventually she became the master of the board. And eventually, every time, she would take my last dollar, and I would quit in utter defeat. And then she would always say the same thing to me. She'd look at me and she'd say, "One day, you'll learn to play the game." One summer, I played Monopoly with a neighbor almost every day, all day long. And that summer, I learned to play the game. I came to understand the only way to win is to make a total commitment to acquisition. I came to understand that money and possessions, that's the way to keep score. And by the end of that summer, I was more ruthless than my grandmother. I was ready to bend the rules if I had to win that game. And I sat down with her to play that fall. I took everything she had. I destroyed her financially and psychologically. I watched her give her last dollar and quit in utter defeat. And then she had one more thing to teach me. Then she said, "Now it all goes back in the box. All those houses and hotels, all the railroads and utility companies, all that property, and all that wonderful money. Now it all goes back in the box. None of it was really yours. Houses and cars, titles and clothes, bulging portfolios, even your body. And the fact is that everything I clutch and consume and hoard is going to go back in the box, and I'm going to lose it all." You have to ask yourself, when you finally get your ultimate promotion, when you make the ultimate purchase, when you buy the ultimate home, when you have stored up financial security and climbed the ladder of success to the highest rung you can possibly climb it, and the thrill wears off, and it will wear off, then what? How far do you have to walk down that road before you see where it leads? Surely you understand. It'll never be enough. So you have to ask yourself the question, what matters?